Hi. So why is taking time for silence or stillness and reflection good as a part of your morning self-care routine? And by the way, if you hear a crying in the background, I have a kitty who really wants some attention this morning, so don't mind her. Tigress just wants to say hi. Anyway, so as we talked about earlier in the week, as far as we have internal thoughts and we have internal chaos and we have an external chaos in our mind. And I like to think of the mind as like a snow globe, right? And when you shake a snow globe, you have the snow go all over, right? But if you set the snow globe down and leave it alone, eventually all of the sand will settle to the bottom, and the water in the snow globe will then be clear. Our minds are the same way. We have so many thoughts and so many emotions and so many things swirling on inside of us that it can cause a lack of clarity in our lives, not knowing which way to go, which directions to make, which decisions to make, and which directions to go, because there's just so much going on. So taking time for stillness, whether it's meditation, which just means doing your best to quiet your mind, or is it prayer where you're, let's just pause real quick for a moment. Elizabeth Gilbert in the book Eat, Pray, Love said it so poignantly. She talked about prayer being a means where you are talking to your ultimate creator, God, the universe, whatever you want to call that being greater than yourself, or energy or force greater than yourself. And she said prayer is talking to God while meditation is listening. And in our Western culture, we spend a lot of time talking. And who wants to be in a relationship with someone who does all the talking and always listens? So in my personal practice, prayer is talking to God while meditation is listening. And if the word God or prayer doesn't resonate with you, that doesn't matter. Like, you don't have to do that certain practice. More than anything, it's important just to be still to clear your mind. Whether you're clearing your mind to let go of the mental chaos, or whether you're clearing your mind to hear the Holy Spirit whisper to you, or God whisper to you, whatever you want to call it. So within the stillness of your mind, silence speaks. Eckhart Tolle literally wrote a book called Silence Speaks, and it's all about creative wisdom comes to us in the gaps in between our thoughts. So to be able to tap in to that creative wisdom, whether it's that creative wisdom that you feel comes from deep within your bones and your cells, your intuition, or whether it's that creative wisdom from the earth, maybe it's creative wisdom from the universe or from God or whatever, but it's giving yourself the opportunity to create space for it to come in. So that's one of the important reasons. Also, as you take time for stillness, you let go of all that mental clutter. So maybe it's not for you about the God thing. Maybe it's just about calming your mind, because when there's so much chaos and little clarity, anxiety rises, right? So as we spend time for stillness and let all of the thoughts settle to the bottom of our mental snow globe, then we're able to find some more clarity in our life. So why reflection? I know many of you guys have been telling me that you've never journaled before. So the main thing, the reason for reflection is just to give it, or journaling or whatever, is to get the stuff out of your head, just out, so you can release it. We in our Western culture store so much inside of us, from thoughts and emotions and so on, that it causes our muscles and our bodies to contract because we're holding on. Also, so whenever you take the time to meditate or reflect or stillness and then go directly to reflection, sometimes that's a beautiful time where all of a sudden clarity just comes through because your mind is calm. Maybe you've been needing to make a decision about something and your mind is calm. Now, all of a sudden, clarity comes in and you can write it down and you know what direction you're going to go. So that's one of the reasons why reflection is so nice right after meditation, because a lot of times that's when clarity comes through. Now you're like, Aubrey, I'm just gratitude journaling. Well, great. Taking time to write something that you're grateful for brings clarity to your life and and amplifies what you're wanting to have more of in your life. Last thing is, just writing down maybe your to-do list for the day. Getting it out of your head and on paper makes more room for creativity and inspiration. The less you're holding on to in your head and you get out of you, the better. Whether it's your to-do list, whether it's your emotions, whether it's any of it. Stop expecting yourself and thinking that it's okay to hold on to everything and let it flow right through you. I hope you guys have had a great week. I hope this has served you well. And let me know if you have any more questions about stillness or reflection. Have a great day.